this one.
There we are, darling.
Morning.
Hi.
Bright and early this morning.
Yeah, lots to catch up with.
Everything all right, Daniel?
Yes, thank you. Lisa's got everything under control.
No, it's fine. Really, don't worry about it. Anyway, thanks for letting me know.
Were you opening early this morning or something?
Well, that's my oboe gone, and I've already lost the French horn.
Ah, Houseman Ward concert.
That gives me exactly 5 hours to find someone else. Poppy.
Dynamics, darling. I'm hearing legato. We need adagio cantabile. Make it sing. And I thought the chiffon today with the pearls.
Isn't that too much?
Remember what we said about phrasing?
Sorry.
From the beginning. Darling?
Just a minute.
Livy, dear, are you all right? Oh, don't tell me you're coming down with something, surely. Well, what about the concert?
I'll be fine.
And your exams. Please don't say that.
Just a headache, that's all.
Darling, are you sure? Because I don't want you taking any risks.
Sorry, mate.
All right? What's this stuff?
Breakfast?
Thought you wanted to get fit. You know, it does involve a bit of effort, like getting up in the morning, moving your arms and legs.
How far did you do?
5.
Miles? I could double that, no bother.
Yeah, on a bike. No, hang on a bus.
Lunchtime.
You see, quite often, Mrs. Mounser, the pain is caused here, but it's felt most in the upper thigh and the buttocks. Excuse me. I will have to take this, sorry. Hi.
This is impossible.
Sorry, what is?
Isabel says she's got a tummy ache, so I need to go and get her something.
Well, she was fine this morning.
I can't leave the house.
Why not?
Well, she's in bed.
Was it really that bad?
I don't know. You're the doctor. What should I do?
Well, first, why don't you try and calm down?
Yeah, well, that's easy for you to say.
Yeah, and I'll be back as soon as I can.
No, I need you here now.
Lisa, I'm with a patient, all right?
Yeah, but you should be here with us, Daniel.
Okay, look, lunchtime. I'm supposed to be seeing Joe, actually.
No, now.
Lisa. Sorry, Mrs. Mounser. Where were we?
There you go.
Come on.
Could you just have a look over these? Mm-hmm. No, Julia, I need them right away.
No, I don't believe it.
How are you, Julia?
Oh, fine. I know. It's so lovely to see you.
And you too.
Oh, my goodness. Well, look at you. I didn't know you were coming.
Well, I was owed some leave. Seemed like a good time.
My goodness. Well, you look really well. So how's life in Boston?
Well, it's pretty relentless, but we manage.
This is so wonderful.
I'll take that as a no, then.
Listen, how's Izzy?
She seems fine.
And Lisa?
Doing her best.
Ah, is that who I think it is?
Jimmy!
Oh, you're looking really well.
Me just.
And how's the rest of the gang?
Oh, well, scattered to the four winds, most of them.
George and Ronnie in China.
Oh,
Michelle's in Afghanistan.
really?
You're out there.
Oh, what is it about the mill, you reckon?
How's Emily?
She's, she has to take it easy from time to time, but she couldn't be happier, really.
Oh.
Joe, how's it going?
Not too early, am I?
No, I've got to go home. Now.
What is it?
Lisa needs a hand, so I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, and I've got to go to the station, sorry.
Don't worry.
Joe, are you still a music lover?
Careful, mate. You'll have that over. And don't overdo it, all right?
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. If you want to stop at any stage.
I won't, thanks.
If it all gets too much, just slow down and keep breathing. All right? And then wave your arms around like a big girl.
Funny.
Help me, Tony, please. Can't take it anymore. I'm dying.
No, darling, you're smudging it. Attack!
Thank goodness. I was beginning to wonder whether I'd have anybody left. Oh, this is Dr. Fenton.
Of course.
How nice to see you again.
Oh, do you know each other?
Oh, we were patients.
Well, I'd like to think friends. Livy, this is wonderful.
Hi.
How have you been? Let me think. Mozart.
Oh, you must remember.
Fantasy in C minor. It was stunning.
Oh, I was at school.
I always told you you're going to be famous one day. True virtuoso.
Dr. Fenton.
Joe, please.
Sorry, Joe, would you mind giving me a hand at the door?
Oh, no problem.
You all right?
Yeah.
And I can tell you that it was a privilege to see the dignity and courage of every single patient on Houseman Ward. A true inspiration to all of us. Now, the word hero is often a word that is misused. But very recently, a soldier said to me that it's not just about going to war or being wounded or even about being killed that makes you a hero. It's about the example that you set to all of those around you, be they friend or foe, whatever rank, soldier or civilian. So I use that word with great sincerity when I say, all of you are heroes to me. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming and lending your support. Now today, to play Beethoven's Pathetique Sonata, would you please welcome Miss Olivia Tompkins.
How's it going? Just say if you want to stop.
Whatever's the matter? Darling? Livy? Well, shall I get you some water?
There's no need to fuss.
You're as white as a sheet.
I just felt a bit dizzy.
Do you feel any pain?
She's had a headache all day.
Comes and goes.
I see she's not well.
Well, let Joe take a look at you.
There's no need, honestly.
Oh, don't be so silly.
I'll go and finish.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
I'll be fine.
Well, let him take a look at you anyway.
Why? He's not even my doctor anymore.
Olivia!
Well, he's not. Are you?
How dare you be so rude?
And will you stop talking to me like a child for once in my life?
Olivia!
Oh, Jack, help me. I think I'm dying.
Yeah.
South Midlands under-16s, mate, cross-country champion.
You gotta be good at something, even you.
Just get my fitness back, I reckon.
Yeah, we'll see about that tomorrow when you can't walk. You coming?
Nah, think I'm gonna do a couple more miles. Plenty left in the tank.
I'll see you down the gym for some proper work.
Libby? Libby. I'm sorry, I don't want to impose. I just want to help.
I just don't understand how she could talk like that to Dr. Fenton.
Oh, I'm sure he's heard a lot worse.
And that's hardly the point. She hasn't been the same girl lately, and her playing is definitely deteriorated.
It sounded wonderful to me.
Her phrasing's quite off colour. There's no sparkle at all. And with her exams coming up...
Well, maybe she's trying too hard. Maybe you both are.
There's no such thing, I'm afraid. 8 hours practice a day, every day.
Yes, but if it's making her ill...
Oh, that's just the sacrifice we both have to make.
Well, I don't know what we're going to do.
I know, it's dreadful.
I hope it doesn't affect the fundraising.
Oh, Julia, I feel terrible.
Cynthia, would you play instead?
I'm sorry?
I'd really appreciate it.
No, it's impossible, I'm afraid.
Why?
But I'm not prepared.
I thought maybe you could play something.
I haven't performed in years. No, I'm sorry, it's too much to ask.
Have you been to Houseman Ward, Cynthia?
No, of course not.
But you have seen the guys in the front row. Now, if we're talking about sacrifice... Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very sorry to tell you that Miss Olivia Tompkins is feeling unwell. However, we do have a very fine replacement. Would you please welcome her mother and teacher, Cynthia Tompkins.
I've missed a good cup of tea. You all right?
Perhaps I'd love to place. Mum's idea, of course.
You look wonderful. So, how long have you been feeling like this?
A week or two.
Headaches? Nausea?
I just didn't want to make a big fuss, that's all.
But if you're not well...
I'm just tired. Exhausted.
But what if it's something more?
And I'll just have to wait until after the exam.
Which is?
Next week. And no, I can't postpone it. Can you even imagine? She'd hit the roof.
Your mum?
It's like her whole life depends on it.
And yours?
Everyone thinks it's all so wonderful. You just wake up every morning in a posh frock and rattle off a quick sonata.
No, I think people know there's hard work involved.
Yes, I'm sick of it. It's all I ever do. I feel like a machine. And to be honest, I think I'm starting to play like one. I mean it.
No, you have a wonderful talent.
I just wish I'd had a little bit of time to live a normal, basic, ordinary life. But honestly, I feel more like I'm living someone else's.
Cynthia Tompkins, ladies and gentlemen. That was amazing. Thank you. Oh,
Thank you. I haven't enjoyed myself so much in years, and I mean that.
I'm glad.
I played that piece for my diploma. It's amazing how much you remember. Oh, Livy won't believe it. Such a shame she missed it. She's always saying I should never have given up.
She's right.
No choice, I'm afraid. Once her father left, all hands to the pump. Oh, turn your phone on, you silly girl. What's got into her?
Or maybe she just wants some time by herself.
Oh, yes. Poor little Livy and her nasty old mother.
No, I didn't mean that. It's just obvious that she's feeling pressured.
And so she should. It's very important.
Like I said, Cynthia, if it's making her ill.
If she passes these exams, she'll be set for life. She won't have to struggle for every penny the way I have. Teaching scales every day to a lot of talentless brats who couldn't care less in any case. And surely that's not such a bad thing to want for your child. Security. And success.
Oh, excuse me.
Thanks. Hi.
Hi, where are you?
I'm just around the corner, but we're coming back to the mill.
Good.
And I think she'd prefer to do that alone.
Understood.
Do you reckon we can manage that?
Do my best.
Got another one of those. Can you have lunch?
For weeks, mate.
Ever heard of blood sugar crashes? What about warming up?
Just done 10 miles.
I saw your diet I made. Seen some of the rubbish you eat.
What do you expect at that canteen?
I eat there too, don't I? Chicken, grilled, no skin, pasta, fruit and veg. Twice a day, every day.
Are you serious?
Do I look it?
Yeah. Did my dad say? Said more meat on a butcher's pencil. It's just not happening, is it?
I think I started out like this. Patience, okay? You've been at it 5 minutes. Pace yourself, will you?
What, like you did this morning?
Take a seat. Sorry. Hi, Daniel.
Hi.
How are things?
Yeah, fine, she's fine.
Sorry, I need to ask you a favour. Olivia Tompkins, she's on the register, but I can't see her, obviously.
Well, is it urgent?
Quite possibly.
Okay.
I'm so glad you. Oh, we'll try and do another one.
We'll do. See you again.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It's ridiculous.
I'm sure she's going to be fine.
Oh, I don't know that, do we? Anything could have happened.
Look, I've got to go, but thanks again, Cynthia. It was fantastic.
Oh, what about Joe?
Sorry?
Well, perhaps you could call him. Did he speak to her or not?
As far as I know.
Julia, what's going on?
How painful is it?
It just feels like it's blocked. And every so often it gets so bad. I nearly fell off that stage. It's like being drunk on a boat.
Follow this.
Kept thinking it would go away. Or hoping.
How often does it happen?
That's the 3rd time today.
And what tends to trigger it?
Stress.
Labyrinthitis.
Is that serious?
Well, it's an inner ear problem which tends to clear up on its own, usually.
And unusually?
We need to look into it further.
I'm going to give you something for the dizziness. But take care when you're on your feet. Do you drive?
No, Mum does all that.
Okay, I wouldn't drink alcohol either.
I don't. How long is this going to take?
I'd say a couple of weeks.
There goes the exam then. Will you tell her or shall I?
Right, that's it. I'm going to do some abs. You coming?
I'll see you in there.
Mate, you've done plenty.
5 minutes, all right?
Hi.
How did it go?
Oh, it was fantastic, honestly.
Good.
How are you?
I think I found out the problem. Well, at least Daniel has.
Darling, since when did you start turning off your
Sorry,
phone?
I just
Well, just what?
need a little space.
Livy, you're not 15.
She's seen Dr. Granger.
Well, what did he say?
An inner ear infection.
Her ear.
My hearing should be fine.
But she'll need to rest for a week or two.
But she can't. Mum, it's impossible.
But I think her health should come first.
Yes, thank you. I've already had one lecture today. We can talk about this at home.
Mum, maybe they're right.
And maybe when it comes to my family, I prefer to be informed.
You just have been.
I do feel it's a little presumptuous, if not unprofessional, to simply drag her away without even having the courtesy to consult me.
Livy is an adult.
I am aware.
Livy.
Livy.
Darling.
Joe, can we get her to the nurse's room?
Look, come, lean on me.
All right, darling.
Okay. And how's it now?
What's happening to her?
Just try and focus on that leg.
I knew we should have come in this morning.
Deep breath.
Stupid woman.
How's that?
I should have insisted, but then you've no idea how stubborn she can be.
I am here, you know.
Just like her father, of course, wouldn't be told.
Mum, that's enough.
Look, careful.
No, I'm sick of being spoken for. And to and at.
Well, maybe you should have admitted how bad you were feeling.
That's not how I've been brought up,
That's not true.
isn't it?
Livy, you make me sound like a monster. When I've given you my whole life.
You do know that Cynthia stood in for you today?
Really?
Yeah. Chopin, wasn't it? It was fantastic.
I don't know why she ever stopped. It was such a waste.
No, Livy's the talent.
Well, it might have taken the pressure off you both.
Absolutely.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
I do, actually. I mean, maybe not about music, but... Well, you know, I brought my kit up on my own for quite a long time.
Me too.
And the hardest thing I found was trying to keep a life of your own. Am I right?
Definitely.
My child is my life.
Well, Cynthia, she shouldn't be. Not at the age of 24.
But to be fair, Livy, that does work both ways.
Sorry?
Well, you said that your mum does all the driving. Why is that?
Why do you think?
Well, most young people would insist on learning.
She's not most young people.
Well, do you have any friends of your own?
Of course.
And relationships?
I've had boyfriends, yes.
Chosen by your mother?
Some.
And even what you wear?
This is none of your business.
Stop it.
I think, actually, what Joe is trying to say, what we're both trying to say, actually, is that there is a very fine line between support and control. And maybe you should both try and find that again.
But I just don't see where this is my fault.
But Livy, you even blamed me for not being your doctor anymore. It's time to start taking responsibility for your own life. You've both been very close for a very long time, extraordinarily so. And it's going to be hard to let that go. But now you're just using the music as an excuse when it's the one thing that you should be cherishing the most. Don't you agree?
Perhaps I could phone the board and see if they'll rearrange that exam.
No, Mum. I'll sort it out myself.
You still here?
Yeah, I was just,
What happened?
nothing.
Don't believe you.
Stop nagging me, yeah?
Get a move on.
All right.
Thanks for this, Julia.
Oh, no problem at all. I think we made a very good team today.
But we always did.
Look, Joe, please don't think that I'm interfering. But I get the impression that everything hasn't quite settled down in there.
Well, he's trying very hard, but it's still very tense.
What about Lisa? You do know, of course, that you can always come to my place. There's plenty of room there anytime you need it.
That's kind, thank you. But if Daniel knew, he'd be mortified.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
They both would. And, I mean, she's trying her best.
I'm sure.
But still, it's good to know. Thanks.
Take care. Bye.
So what do you suggest?
Look, I honestly think she's going to be fine.
But you'll still take the time off.
Lisa, you know I can't do that.
Nobody is going to stop you. They know what we've been through.
I still have a responsibility to my patients.
Yeah, but not to your own child.
Of course I have.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, is this about...
dinner.
Was I interrupting?
No, of course not. You want a glass of wine?
Yeah, perfect.
Just open a bottle of red.
Well,
I'll see what I can do.
I'm sorry, Daniel, but that's not good enough.
It was a headache, that's all.
Oh, yeah, everything's fine, as long as you're okay.
Look, just get off my back, will you, for 2 minutes?
I'm visiting my nephew. He's a lovely lad. Could have gone far. He's got a disability.
What kind of disability?
His wife.
It's so good to see you.
I'm sorry, Rob. I'm not coming down. Your aunt is evil.
I think you're both being very silly and very rude.
Trust is the theme for the